welcome back to Reactioncast. It's your host Jesus, aka Tyrant Dominus, here to give you another anime review. This time around, we're going to be talking about Season 2 of Demon Slayer, the Entertainment District arc. And so, I'll be honest, it's this season's been out for a bit, I'm not gonna lie. And I just been, as you know, I think I've talked about it, I've been trying to catch up with a bunch of stuff, and I think I've made it now my own personal watch policy to kind of just hold off on series until they're like out. And what I ended up doing for at least the entertainment arc, because there's a movie coming out, was basically spend like 2 days, because I'm not a big binge watcher anymore. I can't just, depending on the series, if it's good, you know, it's good. You sit down and watch. And I'm not gonna lie, I could have ended up thinking about it, I could have watched the entertainment arc in one day and still felt satisfied, but I wanted to let it sink in for sure. And the first, you know, I'm glad I got to watch it, because there's, like I said, the movie's coming out actually later today. I'm going to be catching that movie, and so I kind of wanted to, you know, watch this. Glad I saw season 2, because season 2 takes place right after Mugen Train, which I have a review for that as well. I didn't watch the I think 6 or 7 part of it, because it's just basically the recap of the entire thing. So I'm like, all right, I'm fine just watching the new stuff and then going straight into it, because it's not really a spoiler, because it opens up with kind of the ending. Season 2 opens up with like the ending of season, or the end of the film, or the Mugen Train arc. And you know, I really liked this, because you get an encompassing arc. I'm glad that they titled it the Entertainment District arc, because they encompass an entire arc in 11 episodes. You can almost say 12, because they made the first episode like 40 minutes or so. And I'm glad that they did, because when it comes to some shows within a 12 to 13 episode thing, you can usually, they kind of try to squeeze like 2 arcs or so in some stuff, and it just feels like sometimes a little too fast. And some might say that having it in so many episodes so spread apart might feel a little bloated, but I feel like it worked, because you kind of want to get some of those action sequences. And if nothing of the least, like Demon Slayer has some of the most beautiful like art style and animation when it comes to their battle sequences, and I'm glad that they take the time to expand upon that. Mostly because we get reintroduced with the sound, Sound Hashira? I think that's how you pronounce these guys. Tenji Uzu, I think that's his name. But anyways, you know, you get reintroduced to this guy, a very quirky individual, very flashy shinobi, and I like that they play around with this. And, you know, we get reintroduced to him, but it takes a little bit of time, because Tanjiro and the gang are, right after the Mugen Train incident, they do a reasonable time skip with a little bit of flashbacks of them getting kind of recovering. And I'm glad they do it, because it's not something like, oh, you just went through an intense battle and you'll be kind of healed up after a couple days. Like, it takes time to recover, and then them try to build back their like resolve and their health, basically. And they're back at it again, and I'm glad. But then it goes straight into the whole situation, and I won't really spoil it much. This is just kind of my general opinion of this season. Overall, I'm glad they took their time expanding just the little stuff here and there, and giving us some interesting surprises. I'm not gonna lie, there's like a few points like, whoa, That's crazy. And it actually gave content to making it a little longer. Overall, so you got the Sound Hashira looking for his wives that were sent into the entertainment district to kind of find a demon that is like basically hiding away somewhere within there. And Tanjiro and the gang somehow volunteer themselves to try to avoid some of the other girls to go there. And they get put into some promiscuous situations, to say the least. Because I'm glad that they mix some of the emotional moments with some comedy. And at times it works really well. And it might feel awkward at others, but I think it clicked really well. I didn't find it like annoying or anything. Like, this is a heartfelt moment. Oh, now they're adding a joke here? No, it worked. Some people might not take to it, but I didn't find it too bad. But besides that, the pacing of the show, like I said, it might feel bloated, but like for me, and depending on how someone watched it, like if it was weekly, oh my god, I would be like, I need the next episode next. I need the next episode next. I'm not gonna lie, that's how I would feel, and I'm glad that I took the time. Like I said, that's how I'm gonna be kind of doing episodic shows from now on, is watching them in like basically a 2-day break, and kind of doing that just so I can have some semblance of being able to watch some shows and then actually review them in a sense, because I enjoy talking about it, because it just sucks that it took me so long, because I enjoy Demon Slayer. Just like there's just so much content out there that I'm disappointed that it took me this long to watch it, but I'm glad I watched it because I'm looking forward to seeing what the movie is, and I want to see where we're going from here, because the entertainment arc itself is fun, has a little mystery here and there, has some wonderful action sequences, and actually some back and forths, and I like that. I really like that. Very little in the negatives. Like I said, I think the only few negatives that I would point out, it just feels sometimes a little bloated, but that's nothing really. If you really enjoy some of the fight sequences and stuff like that, if you like kind of character building and world building and stuff like that, I think this works. And yeah, there's nothing really more to say on that. It's fun to see just more build up on characters, getting to learn more about individuals, kind of getting some semblance. And I know, actually, to say this is another opinion I have, because I knew beforehand there was some going around like the internet, Twitter and all that stuff, TikTok, I knew already ahead of time that Nezuko was gonna get like a demon, like an advanced demon form, and people were like going crazy about it, even though the manga was out already. So when the anime adapted it, it's like people were going wild, negatively and positively, and like, just in my honest opinion, I just like, okay, I like seeing what they did with her demon power. That's what I really cared about. Her character design for that, like, I didn't really care. Like, okay, so that's how they're gonna do it. Fine. The thing, what I liked, what they the concept they did with like the leaf pattern on her skin, that was pretty cool actually. And just overall her abilities, which were like, okay. And they actually brought it back to kind of actually into the story. Like there's actually an interesting concept within the story, which I won't spoil. But yeah, like I said, it's a very fun season. I'm glad I watched it in 2 days. Overall, as a season, just a one encompassing arc, I'm gonna give this one a solid 9 out of 10 as a season. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. Like I said, I watched it in 2 days. I watched like the first 5 episodes. Was it 5 episodes? Yeah, I watched the first 5 episodes on yesterday, and I watched the last 6 today, just so I can enjoy the movie later this evening. and I'm looking forward to that. But for now, I'm glad where I at. The only negative thing, maybe it's not really a negative. The finale. What I mean is like the final episode. Like I see what they were trying to do, but I was like, I think you could have kind of sprinkled that on, in like other ways. I'm not gonna really speak because it had a moment, and I'm like, I see what they were trying to do. I'm like, yeah, sure, we'll go with that. I didn't feel bad. I just like it's just more context, which we don't need anymore. But it's just interesting. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about season 2 of Demon Slayer. Are you looking forward to the movie that's going to come out? We'll get the review on that one later today, or once I'm done watching the movie later this evening. But yeah, 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10? Oh my god, I don't even remember. 9 out of 10, I believe I said it. Because yeah, it's 9 out of 10. If it was 8 before, it's 9 now. But yeah, that's just this arc. I'm hoping to see, hopefully when they finish this thing, and I'll give a full review of my entirety as a whole. But this season alone, solid 9. So yeah, thanks again for listening or watching. Until next time, see ya.